All right, so a fan favorite mobility exercise is a rope stretch. So this isn't a rope. This is more of a monster band resistance band, but you can use a resistance band, you can use a rope, you can use a yoga strap, any sort of object that you can attach to your foot and use that to get some mobility. People like this after runs. Some people really like this before runs as like an activation warm-up standpoint. So let's go through it. A lot of times like starting off at the foot and working my way to the hip. So if I start at the foot here, I'm gonna take the band, put it around my foot, and I'm gonna lie back on the ground. So if I lie back here, the first thing I do is I take that rope and I pull on the front of my foot to get a little stretch through my ankle and through my calf. So this band isn't very strong, so I have to pull a lot. If you have like a rope, a yoga band, a really thick monster band, this would be easy, and just kind of like move that ankle up and down. I would do 10 of them, and then I would switch sides. Same sort of thing here. You feel the pull through your ankle, down your calf, maybe up into your hamstring. 10 reps here, and then we go back, and then from here I would do at my knee, bend my knee, bring that leg straight forward and back. I'm using the rope to kind of pull, get a little bit of overstretch, but then I'm also actively doing it with my leg. 10 of those, and then 10 here as well. Stretch back and forth. Just nice activation. 10 reps. And then foot's going to be here. I'm going to stay in that same spot, and I'm going to bring it straight up and down. 2, 3, go all the way to 10. I'm going to shorten it. Here. You can bend the knee up if you want more range of motion. If you want to get more of a stretch and limit it, you can go leg flat. A lot of times I bend the knee up and just try to go through a little bit more range of motion. Switch back, and now we're going to do a rotation. So I'm going to pull that ankle in and get a rotation through my hip. This one's harder to see, so let me show it to you this way. So if I'm here, stretch through the hip, and then switch, stretch through the hip, 10 at each, and then finally I would do hip motions this way. So to the side, and out, to the side, and out, to the side, and out. There are some tricks that you can do with this where you take the band and you kind of wrap it around your ankle here. So if I put my foot on it, wrap it around the outside here, that's going to be easier for me to pull that leg over to the side. And if I wrap it this way, it really cradles to pull it out. So depending on how you like that mobilization, you may have to take this band, wrap it around the ankle to kind of support it, to pull back and forth. A lot of it depends on how much thickness you have in your band or how much activation you want to do personally versus be passive with the band. So just kind of going through all those motions, starting at the foot and ankle, moving that foot, go to the knee, go to the hip, go back into that rotational hip stretch, and then that big windshield wiper back and forth.